Hey YouTube, this video is just going to be about some preschool learning resources I wanted to share with you. Loria, my daughter's currently 2 years old, and I'm just gearing up for the fall and just beginning some more preschool schoolwork with her, if you will. Just want to clarify or say up front that I definitely believe that just playing and exploring should be a 2-year-old's primary mode of learning things and education. Um, that being said, I definitely think that um, taking advantage of the formative years when their minds are just so ready to receive information is a good thing. And if you can teach your kids things in a way that they enjoy, and as long as they're interested and engaged themselves and are having fun while learning, I don't think it's doing any harm to have some sort of activity or planned thing that just happens when it happens. It's not like, okay, every day from 8 to 9 we're doing preschool with Ori. It's not like that. These are just some resources that I've pulled that I'm going to be utilizing over the next, school year, and just every day whenever the opportunity comes up to read with her or play with her or teach her something. I've already picked these resources as my go-tos, so I thought I would just share those with you guys. She currently counts from 1 to 10, and she sings and just can say her ABCs without singing the tune. She is just picking up vocabulary like crazy and showing interest in understanding things and how things work and letters. She likes to pretend to read to herself, so she'll just be sitting reading a book, and she'll say A B C D E F G once upon a time, and she'll just spout out different words. So it's neat for me to see that she is recognizing that letters make up words and you read words. So she's showing that much understanding already and interest, and so I thought we would start working more on letter identification. And for me personally, like, having a plan of what I'm going to do with her throughout the day is better than not having a plan, because if I don't have a plan, it just usually ends up being Netflix and running around pulling out my hair all day because she's bored and I'm busy and I don't have any activities lined up for her. So this is just beneficial for me. You don't have to do all these things. I'm not saying that your kid won't be smart and you're a bad parent if you don't have all these books and resources. I just want to share with you what I found and I'm excited about currently. So I've been going back and forth on like what curriculum or what resources I wanted to use, because there's so many great ones out there. And preschool is not complicated, you guys. You could really just wing it and make up your own things. For me, I get excited about this stuff. I like going to the homeschool store. I like buying books. So this is kind of more fun for me than probably Ori, but anyway, I digress. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. I'm so tired and so rambly right now. Okay, so I narrowed down my goals of what I want to work on with her, and that's just a couple simple things. I want to work on letter recognition now that she can say them and she's aware of the alphabet. I want her to be able to, point out an A or point out a C or a D or an E. So we're working on letter identification, and she can say her numbers, but we also need to learn to identify each number. And I want to try and introduce, counting and concepts and like grouping items so that she understands numbers a little bit better, the concept of numbers, and then solidify colors and shapes. She can say all the words, but we're still working on the identification part of that. So those are kind of my goals. And then the other goal is just to read, and introduce her to classic stories and fairy tales and children's books, which we've done already. She loves reading books, so that's something that she enjoys as well. So I was trying to find a curriculum that would kind of like combine those two, and I didn't find anything. So what I'm what I'm doing is taking the Sunlight curriculum. I have 2 different ones I'll show you, and then the Letter of the Week curriculum from letteroftheweek.com. It's a completely free online resource, and I'm kind of meshing the two to suit my needs, since my 2 main goals were to do letter identification, hence Letter of the Week, and just to read lots of great books, hence Sunlight. So let me go ahead and show you. Letter of the Week is a free curriculum online. You could just print it out, and I like the letteroftheweek.com version of their Letter of the Week curriculum over the Confessions of a Homeschooler, just because it was more concise and less hard on my printer, and I could just simplify it and tweak it when I needed to. So basically they have a 2-year program. It's the Letter of the Week preparatory curriculum, so there's like for 2s, 3s, 4s, so it's different. So I picked out the 2-year-old curriculum since Ori's just turning 2. And it's 26 weeks long, and every week there's a letter, a number, either a shape or a color. It switches every 2 weeks, and there's a theme, and there's a nursery rhyme. I was really looking for like the letter, number, and color shape part of this curriculum. So the themes I'm just kind of going to go with and maybe just tweak whenever there's a week where I want to change the theme up. I'll do that. And then there's a nursery rhyme, which is also, just nice to have. So I made myself a little chart with all the information for the 26 weeks just at a glance. And so basically the suggested weekly schedule is that on Mondays you introduce the weekly theme. So like week 1, the theme is cows. Week 2 is jungle. So you could totally just make up your own theme. But you introduce the weekly theme with pictures, and you read a story related to the theme. You share a poem based on the theme with your child, sing a song, do a gross motor activity with your child, and introduce the vocabulary word, and post a picture on your learning poster. Let me fast forward to this real quick. This is our learning poster. So I've got Ori's learning board, and I just have taken these Velcro tabs, and each week we'll just post our theme, our letter, our rhyme, vocabulary, our shape. These can come off, so I can change this to color on weeks where we're having a color on our board, and then a vocabulary word. So that's going to be utilized with our Letter of the Week curriculum. On Tuesdays, that's when you introduce your shape. So you collect 3 to 5 objects that are the shape that you're trying to introduce, and you point them out and discuss them. Walk through your home and look for items that are that shape. Cut out Play-Doh or cookie dough shapes. Draw pictures of the shape. And then for weeks that you're going to be introducing a color, they suggest putting on an article of clothing in that color. Point out objects around your home in the color. Add that color to your meal or snack time, and let your child color with that color crown or marker in a coloring book or something like that. Just simple, easy peasy things. And then you review the theme, and you go over that same book or same story or rhyme, vocabulary word. On Wednesdays, you introduce the Letter of the Week. They suggest doing a printout, and I'm also only focusing on capital letters with her. You can also let them trace the letter using their finger. You can do it in pudding. You can do it with like wiki sticks or whatever manipulative you want to use. You can point out that letter in signs and their cereal box and their favorite story. And then you put that letter on your learning poster, which I just showed. And then you review the other things. On Thursdays, you introduce the number for the week. So you show the number written as a symbol. You count out, that number and whatever object, whether it's Cheerios or M&Ms or jelly beans, whatever. You show like matching index cards. So you hold up the number 1 and you hold up the index card with like a picture of one cat. Or if it's the number 2, you hold up the number 2 in the picture with 2 cats or 2 whatever object. And then Fridays, you introduce the nursery rhyme for the week. So you want to post it on your learning board. You can sing it, teach it to them, and if possible, if you can find a book based on that nursery rhyme, that's great too. And then you repeat that through the next week since you introduced that on a Friday. By the way, this is a Monday through Friday thing. So let me just show you. I printed out the lessons for each week. So there's 26 weeks. And what I love is that I print it out back to back, and it fits on one page. So it's a lot more consolidated than other Letter of the Week curriculums I found. So it goes over your weekly theme, and then it has suggested books with that theme, so I can just check these out at the library. Sometimes we have some of them. Then there's a poem that goes with the theme already written out for me, a song. There's a gross motor activity. It tells me what to do, like some ideas for introducing the color and the letter and the number, and has the nursery rhyme at the bottom. So what I have done for the first couple weeks is just gone through the lesson plans and just printed out some master copies of printouts. So I've got a cow printout and a square printout, since that's our shape for that week, and then a capital letter A printout, and it's just a lot more simple, I guess, for me to do that way. So that's our Letter of the Week curriculum. I also have created some boards for each letter, so I'm just pinning activities for each week based on the theme and the letter we're working on. So that is my Letter of the Week curriculum. This is enough right here to do and keep a 2-year-old occupied, and it's completely free, so I highly, highly recommend you go and check out letteroftheweek.com. But my other goal was to introduce good books and do activities with good books. So there's so many resources out there. I personally really liked Sunlight's layout, and for me, I get a little overwhelmed because I want to do it all, and I'm interested in everything, and I needed help consolidating my ideas and suggestions from other curriculums and making it more simple and concise, I guess. Otherwise, I get overwhelmed and then I don't do anything. So anyway, I picked up Sunlight's curriculum guide for 3 and 4-year-olds, and then I have the 4-5 pre-K guide as well. And we're doing this very leisurely, at our own pace, at our own, whatever. So it's basically just a book list that we're going to be using. So the 3-4 curriculum guide, it just kind of breaks it down by semester. So this is the first semester, and it tells you checklist for books. Yeah, it's just broken down into 4 semesters. So it says, read a story from the Bible or Family Time Bible. Read Goodnight Moon. Cook and enjoy mushroom soup or cream of wheat. Read Baby Says. Build with blocks. Read Noah's Ark. Ask questions about this book. Count animals. Name the animals or make animal noises. So basically, it's a book list, and it gives you 1, 2, or 3, usually at the most, activities to do with each book. I like that because other curriculums that I've come across that are literature-based or kids book-based, children's book-based, just have so many suggestions that I just want to do them all and I just get overwhelmed. So I like the simplicity and ease of use and kind of the conciseness of the Sunlight curriculum. So the 3-4s is a different format than the 4-5s. Let me just show you this. This is even more organized. I'm thinking we'll probably use this in the fall with Ori. I guess we'll just see how it goes, because we read a lot of books, so I can do a lot of this very, very quickly. And then maybe if we're ready to in the spring, switch over to the next one. And these are actually meant for 3 and 4-year-olds and 4 and 5-year-olds, but it's books and I'm reading them to her, so it's not really that big of a deal. We could do this together. And so I may use these for this next couple of years and just keep reading them over and over. But anyways, I just wanted to show you the 4-5 curriculum. It's different. It's not just a book list. there's an actual suggested schedule. So this is like week 15. It breaks down Bible, storybook, language arts, science, social studies, and activities, and tells you which pages to read on which day. And if you're looking for more of a actual daily breakdown of ideas, activities to do, you might like this better. I don't think it's too above her because she loves reading books. She loves read aloud, so I can do this with her as well. So those are the other main component of our I guess toddler preschool. Some other books that I have that are similar that will also be just taking what we want from because a lot of the books in these books are the same books that are on the Sunlight book list are the Before 5 in a Row. This is great to have. This is by Jane Claire Lambert. Peak with Books is another one that's great. An early childhood resource for balanced literacy. This is by Marjorie R. Nelson. And then another book is Story Stretchers, Activities to Expand Children's Favorite Books by Shelley C. Raines. And so these three books basically break down all of your classic children's books into different lessons that you can do. So, our suggested activities that go along with the book. I'm going to pause this part one now, and that pretty much sums up our core curriculum. Our main focus is with the letter of the week and Sunlight, and I'm just going to show you some other stuff in part two. Be right back.